Ariel Helwani just tweeted that he spoke to GSP today, and that he sent a text to GSP sent a text to Bisping and Dana White this morning, formally challenging Bisping to fight on November 4th at MSG, and he has no response yet. And if you could read the tweet the way GSP wrote it.
Michael, you should man up and fight me 11-4 in New York City. I'm coming out of retirement to retire you. Dana, please, make it happen, please.
That's pretty good.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Not bad.
You're an entertainer.
I think Kenny Florian does a better one. Did you have any idea about this?
I didn't.
I feel like you did.
Yeah. But George was telling me that's what he wants.
That's what he wants?
Yeah. And George was telling me that's what he wants, and he does believe it can happen.
Yeah, it's probably going to happen. What George wants, George gets. It's George St-Pierre.
Yeah, for sure. New York, too.
New York, I like it. I don't like him fighting in New York because the chances of this fight going to decision are really, really good. Yeah. New York just doesn't have the education and the background to support this magnitude of a fight. Someone's going to get screwed over in that decision. They kind of have a history of it.
Yeah,
I don't like it there.
Yeah. So things are real skills, right? Anything is a real skill. Being a judge is a real skill. Running a commission, real skill. And when people start doing things brand new, they're not good at it. You know what I mean? So it's a new commission, and they're not good at it yet.
No, that's why if I'm a major star like George and I get the appeal with New York and it's close to Montreal and his fan base.
Yeah. He trains down with Danaher in New York.
No, I get all of it, man. Henzo's and all those guys. It just, you got those judges, man, you got to be wary unless you're just going to be so dominant where you don't have to worry. You're going to make it very clear. As a friend of George's, I like the fight. I think it's out of Yoel, which I don't want to see that. Yoel, Whitaker, Woodley, and Maya. It's probably besides Maya, but I don't.
Maya's a pretty interesting fight.
Yeah, I don't think he has to worry about that. Though. I don't think Maya gets past Woodley, but
I don't know.
You never know. I know. You're the guy that goes, you can see it both ways.
Yeah.
But for GSP, I think this fight makes most sense. He's the champ. Here's the problem, though. What's it do to the division? Like, what's I guess if they're going to do it in November, it's kind of soon. But let's say Whitaker knocks out Yoel and he has the belt. He's waiting to when to fight?
Yeah. Hey, listen.
January?
Disruption, man. These institutions, we were talking about how institutions are starting to be disrupted.
But you have to have structure in sports. Otherwise, it's the wild, wild west. And it's hard. We're analysts. We're balls deep in mixed martial arts, so we get it. I can keep track of it. The general population cannot. So it actually hurts the views, I think.
Maybe, but this is what's happening. You can't hate the disruption. The disruption is going down. I mean, no, you can.
If you're 185 or you hate it.
Yeah, you can.
I don't mind it. You know what I mean? I'm just saying you need some sort of structure. Otherwise, you're just never going to be in the same realm as an NBA, NFL, like anything like that.
But, Facebook or MySpace wish Facebook never came along. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Television wishes there was no internet.
Yeah.
Disruptions happen.
Yeah.
And we're disrupting divisions now. We're disrupting titles. We're disrupting divisions. It's just happening. There's I don't know
nothing you can do.
No, this is going to happen. I mean, whether this fight happens or not, these things
I would imagine it happens.
And so I would too. And that's what I thought, too, from talking to George.
Yeah.
He said that he intended November all along. He intended to fight.
Yes, and everyone knew that.
Yeah.
Like Dana knew that. UFC knew that. CA knew that. Everyone going into this knew it was going to be a November to late, 2017, early 2008. Everyone knew that. Like, this isn't like just announced. Like, we knew this going into this. Yeah.
Which is why I tend to think it'll happen.
It's happening.
But, so complaining or worrying about things that are happening. So the division's going to be held up. That's going to happen. We could complain, but complaining is inaction disguised as action. You think you're doing something.
It does nothing.
But it does nothing.
Does nothing. This is going to continue on.
This is going to continue.
If you're an 85er, you can complain, but again, it's going to fall on deaf ears, especially this state we're in now with mixed martial arts and the UFC with WME. On the plus side, let's say Whitaker or Yoel were to beat, or let's say Whitaker wins or whoever wins, or Yoel wins. What you can do is put them on a PR tour and build their name. So the winner of this fights them. So now you get an actual super fight.
Yeah. And I mean, we call them super fights. But there's two belts a lot of the time now. But the complaint part, like, you have to just accept where you are and figure out how to make that work.